Hey guys, so for today's video I'm doing my top products for 2011. So this includes HG's most loved, most worn, must-haves. So let's get started. I realized when I was picking out my top lipsticks, they all happen to be MAC, so it's just how it turned out. Most worn lipstick of all time is MAC Gel. Most loved mauve nudes or mauve tone nudes. The first one would be Fabby. I love this color. In fact, I'm wearing this one today. And then Viva Glam 2. That one is really gorgeous. I just adore that color. Okay, now one other lipstick I'm going to mention is the Too Faced lipstick in Centerfold. I was really in love with this for a while this year, but the smell, I can't get over the smell, and oh jeez, I can't stand the smell of this. The color is gorgeous, but I will say that the Viva Glam 2 is very similar. This one is like a hint more mauve with a little bit of purple undertone. But you know what, if you like this color and you don't like the smell either like me, just go for Viva Glam 2. My favorite peachy nudes would be these two. This is Peachstock and this is a satin. And this is Shy Girl and this is a cream sheen. So kind of sort of similar colors, but they apply completely different. Now for pink base nude, this is Hue. One of my, of course, all-time favorites. Now on to my favorite, most worn, kind of beige brown nude. That would be Viva Glam Gaga 2. Love that color. I have two here. This is Creme de Nude, which this barely made the cut actually. I love the color, but this is just a hot mess. I just don't even know what to do with this thing. It's like, it's a cream sheen, so it's like super soft. This is like the softest one I've probably ever had. And I don't know what happened to it, it's all jacked up. But beautiful color. This is Fleshpot. This is a little more stable. This is a satin, so it's a firmer kind of formula. For my all-time favorite hot pink lipstick, this is Show Orchid. Just beautiful. My favorite nudes would be this is Chanel Beige. This is MAC Stripdown, which is a little bit darker. This is my new love. I've only had this for like, I don't know, a month or so, but the Too Faced Perfect Lips lip liner, it really is like the perfect lip liner. So it's like a natural kind of mauve nude color. Love that. And it goes with so many lipsticks. And then this one is a similar shade, but darker. This is MAC Whirl. So actually I'm wearing both of these lip liners today with MAC Fabby. My all-time favorite drugstore lip combination would be these two. And this lip liner is in Splendid. These are the CoverGirl Lip Perfection products. And then this is Verve. It's a very cool tone pink, like almost with a hint of lavender to it. Favorite vampy lip, which I really don't wear very much, but this is kind of a newer combination that my husband picked out for me, and I love it. So this is MAC. They're both MAC. This is in Current. And this is Odyssey, which is a frost. But it's just gorgeous and it applies beautifully. So it's like a berry, deep berry shade. My favorite lip glosses, like nudie lip glosses, would be from Buxom, and this is in Sandy. And then this has like a more frost to it. This is Hotness from Lancome. Okay, so that was the nude lip glosses. Now onto the pinks, and I like my pinks frosty. So these two are my favorites. This is Lancome Delirium, and this is Chanel Brilliance, which it doesn't have the name on it. but it's a gorgeous, like, they're very similar, but this is cooler tone. And then for mauve, my favorite is this little like deluxe sample from Buxom. This is in Dolly. And there we go, there's the name. So I'm trying to use this up before I buy the full size, but I love this. I'm wearing this one today too. My all-time favorite this year, I've tried several foundations, and this is the winner for me. This is Chanel Perfection Lumiere, and I like it because I can get a nice light coverage. So usually when you see me wearing foundation, it will be this, and I'm in 30 Beige. My favorite under-eye concealer has been from Bobbi Brown, and this is in Natural. Favorite face concealer for like any blemishes or spots would be from Estee Lauder. This is Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer, and I'm in light medium. For cream highlights, my all-time favorite products would be from NARS, and these are the NARS multiples. This is in Maldives, and this is in Copacabana. And for powder highlight, I have one drugstore and one high-end. So this is my all-time favorite high-end highlighter. This is Dior Amber Diamond. For a drugstore, my favorite is Hard Candy, and this is in Honeymoon. Now moving on to bronzers. I have my favorite cream bronzer, shimmer, and matte bronzer. So for cream bronzers, my absolute favorite is Chanel Bronze Universal. This is also known as Soleil Tan de Chanel. For shimmer bronzer, my favorite and most worn is NARS Laguna. And for matte, it would have to be Hoola or Benefit Hoola. So for blushes, my top two MAC blushes would be Melba and Gingerly. Most worn NARS blush has been NARS Madly. This is Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge for lips and cheeks, and this is in the color Cabo Coral. And it's just a beautiful, like peachy, like soft coral. And then I have a different kind of category here. This is the blush line I'm most obsessed with, and that would be these. These are the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. I'm completely in love with these, totally obsessed, and I will show you the colors that I have. This is Blissful. This is Doll Face. This is Amused. This is Tipsy. And this is Exposed. Alright, that's all for face products. Now moving on to eyes. So I have all of my eyeshadows laid out here and categorized by color. So my favorite products for that color. So for brow highlight, I always like kind of a soft, creamy kind of brow highlight. So my favorites are MAC Brulee. So if I want like a matte highlight, I use that one. Or if I want a little bit of sheen, I like MAC Rice Paper. For my favorite black eyeshadow, that would be MAC Carbon. Favorite blending out color would go to Urban Decay Naked. For most worn inner corner highlight products, definitely my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. I wear this all the time. So for highlight eyeshadow, for inner corner, definitely these two. I've hit pan on both of these. This one is MAC Dazzle Light. It's a Volux Pearl. And this one is Bobbi Brown Bone. For my favorite white eyeshadow, that would go to Bare Minerals. And this is Bare Minerals Venus. Gorgeous kind of sparkling white with like iridescent gold and pink flecks. And then this is Bare Minerals Snowflake. It's very similar. It's another beautiful sparkling white. Favorite gold eyeshadows, that would also be Bare Minerals, and I have two shades of gold here. This is the light gold that I love to wear. This is Queen Phyllis, and this one is True Gold. And then my favorite taupe eyeshadows. I have a shimmer and a matte here. So for the shimmer, it would definitely be NARS Ashes to Ashes. And then for my favorite matte taupe, it would be Bobbi Brown Taupe. For true grays, because a lot of grays on me kind of like go blue, so these are the ones that like stay true on me. So favorite grays, I have kind of a light gray here. This is Bobbi Brown Gray. For a shimmer, this is Bobbi Brown Rock. For kind of a medium, getting darker kind of gray, this is Steel. And then for a dark charcoal, this is MAC Typographic. And then for deep browns that I wear a lot in my outer V, I have my top 3 most worn. That is MAC Handwritten, NARS Coconut Grove, which is super rich and pigmented, and then Bobbi Brown Smoke. And then for deep blues, definitely Matte Contrast is one of my all-time favorites. Definitely a most worn. And then one that's a little more bluer, because that it's pretty deep. It's a very, very kind of cobalt sort of color. This one's has a little more navy to it. And actually, it looks really bright on camera. But this is Deep Truth. So all-time favorite light pink eyeshadow is goes to Urban Decay, and this is Hot Pants. And then favorite bright pink is also Urban Decay, and this is Woodstock. Favorite lavender eyeshadows, that also goes to Urban Decay and Bare Minerals. So this is Urban Decay Asphyxia, which is looking kind of washed out on camera. And then Bare Minerals, and this is in Wildflower, which is it's kind of a duochrome, so it looks almost magenta, but it has a lot of like lavender and blue sheen to it. It's beautiful. And then my favorite kind of warm, I don't know, sort of cranberry type colors. I have a dark one and then kind of a medium shade. So that would go to MAC Sketch, which I love as an outer V color. And then for a lid color, I love using Hepcat. So this is my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette of the entire year. This is my Urban Decay Naked palette. I love this. I love neutral colors anyways, but this is just perfect for me. So I just adore all of those colors. And then for my favorite like little palettes, I have a quad and a couple duos here. So this is another neutral palette. This is by Bare Minerals, and this is in The Truth. And I'm actually wearing this one today, but I love that one. Bare Minerals in The Showstopper. This is a duo. And I love these kind of like cool tone, like wintry colors. And then my other favorite of all time, like most worn probably duo, is definitely Dior Silver Look. Most loved, most worn eye primers. I'd have to say my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I wear both of these. It doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter which one, I just kind of reach in my drawer and grab one. People have asked me, is Lemon Drop, like, does that really do anything? That's the color correcting one, this is just the regular. You know, they're very similar. I don't really notice a huge difference with Lemon Drop, like, it's not like opaque, it doesn't like cover veins or anything. I think it does tone down like redness a little bit, but it doesn't matter. I just like how these lock my eyeshadow down all day. So I'm really happy with that. If I had to pick a different one for like kind of giving you that concealer effect, I would pick Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. And so, yeah. So for brows, I have my all-time favorite brow powder. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in Ash Blonde, and you can see I've hit pan there. Definitely a favorite and most worn. But I've really been loving pencils lately, so I have two pencils here. favorite drugstore and favorite high-end. So for brows, favorite high-end pencil is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in Ash Blonde Taupe. And I like it because it's a cool tone. And then also it comes with a brush or spoolie on that end, which is very handy. And then also another cool tone one from the drugstore. My friend sent this to me. It's actually from Target. This is Sonia Kashuk Taupe Brow Definer. Very cool tone. I love this one. I love both of those. This one I have access to because I don't have a Target here, so this is the one that I wear the most. Okay, now for mascara, I picked my top 2 most worn, most loved mascaras of all time, and they're both from the drugstore. So here they are. This is L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. Of all mascaras I've ever worn in my entire life, this is my all-time favorite. A close runner-up would be my CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. And I almost wanted to pick like 1 or 2 high-end mascaras, but I couldn't because I don't love them 100% the way that I love these two 100%. If anyone's curious, the ones that I was going to pick would have been my YSL Faux Cils or Benefit They're Real. But what makes me not love these 100% is the price. Price comparison between these two versus how they wear and how impressed I am with them, these two just beat them out. So anyways, yeah. So I love my drugstore mascara. For eyeliner, all-time favorite eyeliner is gel liner. I love gel liners, and I wear those the most compared to pencil or anything else. So the 2 gel liners that I wear the most are these 2. This is MAC Black Track Fluid Line. This is Bobbi Brown Espresso Ink. So this is like a kind of like a deep dark brown color, and then just black, of course. So I haven't been able to decide or decipher if one is better than the other. I love them both, and I think they both perform wonderfully. The brush that I like to use with those, my favorite brush, is the MAC 208. Then for most worn on my waterline, I have 2 products for that, and this is a Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil, and this is in Bourbon. I'm actually wearing this one today on my waterline, and it just goes really good with like green or blue eyes. It really makes the color pop. And then if I don't want like a dark waterline, I love going with this one if I want like a brightened up kind of look. This is MAC's Chromographic Pencil, and this is in NC15 NW20. My favorite lashes, I have 3 pair here that I'm going to show you, and these are my most worn. So there's my Miss Adoro number 43. There is 2 from Ardell. This is my Ardell Wispies, and this one is the 120 Demi, which actually I'm wearing a pair of these today. And then for adhesive, I always use my Duo lash adhesive. These are 2 of e.l.f.'s eyeshadow brushes, and let's see, this is the Defining Eye Brush, and this is their regular eyeshadow brush. And these are both from their dollar collection. So yeah, I'm cheap, I guess. And then I have my favorite blending brush, which is my Sonia Kashuk crease brush. So I love that, use it all the time. It's like, I don't know, it's just like the perfect blending brush for me. And then for face brushes, I have 3. So these 3, this one is my Costco brush. It's, I don't know when this came out, it's the one with the rubber handle. I use this for my foundation because I love like flat top brushes for buffing in foundation. And it's synthetic too, so it doesn't like soak up too much. And then my MAC 129, I use that for blush. And then my MAC 168, I use this for contour. I was just thinking, am I like the only person left who has never tried a Sigma brush? I feel like I am. Okay, so that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any questions about anything, just leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to get back to everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.